In today's video tutorial, I'm going to walk you step by step on how to trade futures using the Weex exchange, and we are doing all of this using the mobile app. So the first thing to do is to create an account with Weex, and the link to create an account is on Telegram, and the link will equally be in the video description if you are seeing this video on YouTube, or you can use the referral code displayed on the screen. Now when you use the referral code displayed on the screen, by signing up and completing KYC alone, you get $5 bonus. This $5 bonus can be used to trade, and whatever profit you made from this $5 bonus, you can keep 100% of it. So all you need to claim this $5 is sign up using either the code displayed on the screen or the link on our Telegram channel or the link in the video description. And once you do your KYC, you can claim the $5 bonus. And there are other bonuses too that you have access to. For instance, if you make a deposit of $100, transfer that to your futures account and leave it there for a day, for more than 24 hours, you can get $10, and it goes on until you get $115. More bonus is if you go to the futures trading option. So the more you trade, okay, the more rewards that you can actually get. You can get up to $8,200 using the Weex exchange. Now, if you are not following us on Telegram already, just go to your Telegram, type Trading Mastery, and this first one right here, the username for our channel is at Crypto Trading Mastery 101. Crypto Trading Mastery 101. This is it. You can join us there and take advantage of all that we share there on a daily basis. Now, once you sign up on Weex using the link we've provided, the next thing to do is to download the app. Once you download the app, you need to log into that account that you've created. And once you log into the account, today we are focusing on futures. We'll do another video about spot trading. We'll do another video about the different products they have here. To access the futures trading interface, all we just need to do on Weex, we have trades. The trades option is specifically for spot. And then we have futures. So this is where we can take out every trade that concerns futures, and on the trade option, it is specifically for spot trading. So make sure you're on the futures option. And once you are here, this is what the interface looks like. So the first thing we want to start with is selecting the token that we want to trade. So currently, as you can see, it is the 𝗕𝗲𝗙𝗪𝗚 that is selected. This is the one that I've been trading recently. And if I want to chart this, I will just go ahead and click on the candlesticks option right here, and that will open up the chart for me. So you can see right here that this token, I actually gave my community members this. They shorted this thing from above $1, and a lot of them who held full TP made a lot of money from it, and recently it has equally been pumping. So I personally do my analysis using TradingView on the laptop. So but if you want to do that using your phone, the phone app, you can do that inside of the exchange that you are trading with, right? So once you select your token, let's go ahead and select the token. So if I click on the name of that token right here, so if I click on the name right here, it gives me this dialog box where I can select tokens. So I can just go to the futures option, and right here is where I sort out all the coins that I want to trade. You can see the ranking from BTC down. So with BTC, I can do up to 400x. I can use 400x2 on Ethereum, and it goes down. Some tokens can give you up to 200x. So what I normally do is to sort this thing by the gainers and losers. So if I come in here, that's how I look for tokens that I want to trade. So if I click on that change option, you see that currently the token that is topping right here is Rex. This one is up already by 54%. So we have Bank, this one too, up by 38%, and then we have this one too that has gone up. It was actually more than this, but it has started dropping, and you see a lot of tokens right here. So let's say we want to trade Rex. I'll go ahead and select Rex, and once I select Rex, it loads up. So if you want to look at the chart once again, you click on those candlestick icon right there, and at a glance I can see that Rex is at a resistance, right? Because the market first came to this level right here, and it rejected. So right now we are at that level again, and want to see if Rex will reject again from this level right here. I guess it will reject. Okay, so I'll just go ahead, for the purpose of this tutorial, just go ahead and demonstrate and show you how to trade. So if I click on the trade option, it brings us back to this interface. Now if you don't have funds that you can trade with here, the way Weex work, for now there's no P2P for you Nigerians. All you need to do is to deposit using another exchange. So you can go to Bybit or BitGet, buy your crypto, and you can come in here to asset. Once you click on asset, you click on deposit, and once you click on deposit, you want to click on on-chain deposit. Select that one, and you go ahead and select USDT. And once you select USDT, these are the different networks that you can use. Personally, I always like using the 𝗵20 network, so I will select 𝗵20. And once I select 𝗵20, it goes ahead and generate the address. So I just click on this icon, I'll copy the address, and then I'll go to either Bybit or BitGet or wherever I have my crypto asset, and then send USDT. And when I'm sending the USDT, make sure that you are selecting from where you're sending from. You're selecting 𝗵20 or BSC20, and you paste this address and you send your crypto. That is how you fund your account. Now, once you fund your account, the money automatically goes to your spot wallet. The money you funded will automatically be deposited into your spot wallet. So to transfer it to features, all you need to do is to come in here and click on this plus icon. So once we click on the plus icon right there, you can see we can transfer from spot to our features account. And if you want to transfer money out of the features, it's vice versa, right? So you click on this icon right here to transfer from features back to spot. So let's say I want to transfer like $2 into my features account from spot. I'll just go ahead and type the amount there, and then I'll click on confirm, and the money has been successfully transferred to my features account. So if I come back here, you can now see that I now have $3.7 right here. Now, once we've selected the token, the next thing we want to do is to choose the margin mode we want to trade with. We have cross margin, and then we have isolated margin. If I trade with cross margin, even if I enter a trade with part of this money, if I get liquidated, that is if I don't use stop loss, even if I use stop loss, if the stop loss is below my liquidation price, if I get liquidated, I will lose the whole of this money if I use cross margin. Then if I switch, click on that cross margin which is combined, if I switch to isolated, now once I enter a trade using the isolated margin option, and I enter that trade, let's say with 50 cents, with $10, with $20, and I don't put stop loss and I get liquidated, I will only lose that money I enter the trade with. That is the difference between cross and isolated margin. So the choice is yours. But the advantage is that with cross margin, because it's using our balance as margin to hold that trade, we can stay longer in a trade. Liquidation price will be far from us. And with isolated margin, because it is only that money we enter the trade with that is using, liquidation will be very close to us, and we can get out of that trade in no time. So yeah, that's the difference between these two, cross and isolated margin, right? So I'll leave it on cross margin. Now the next thing I want to do is to select the leverage. 20x is too much. It can give you money faster, but it can equally take money faster from you as well, right? So 20x is too much, but for the purpose of this demonstration, let me go ahead and use the 20x. But you can click here, and with this token, you can, I think the highest you can go here is 20x, right? So you can reduce the leverage to 5, whatever it is. You can use the plus, or you use this, the minus or the plus, or you just slide it to where you want to use it, right? So after that, you have the option to enter a trade with limit order or market order. By default on Weex, it is always on market order. So if I send a signal and I say short this market at 0.041, you can see the current price right here. So in order to enter that price that I've sent to you, you will need to change this market order to limit. That will give you the option to be able to type your own price. So you can see right here that I can now go ahead and type the price at which I want to short that market. So if you want to enter immediately, then you can use market order to enter. But one thing I need to let you know is that market orders are takers, so they pay higher fee than those who enter trades with limit orders. Limit order traders are market makers, so they pay lower fee if you use limit orders. So that's something that you should equally take into consideration. So let's do market order, and I have the option to type in any amount right here, but since I only have $3 right here, I just want to use part of that to enter this trade. So I can go ahead and slide this. So as I slide this, you can see that here it says that I can use 13% of my capital. If I slide it more, you see 36%. If I slide it there, 50% of my capital, right? So if I want to enter a trade with 50% of my capital, once you have a bigger capital here, it is advisable that you use between 1 to 5% of your capital. right? Let's say you have 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. You don't enter trade with 50% of that capital. So you should enter a trade always with 1 to 5% or even at most 10% of your capital. But because I only have $3 here, I would do 50%. So I'll go ahead. Once I slide that to 50%, the next thing I want to do is to set TP and SL. I can just go ahead and check that. Once I click on it, you see the options right here. This is where I can put my TP and this is where I can put my SL. Alternatively, I can click on the advanced option. So once I click on the advanced TP and SL option, this dialog box pops up. Now we are opening a short trade, so we want to switch from long to short. So if I go to short, the next thing I want to do is I have the option to type the price at which I want to TP, and then I have the option to type the percentage. Let's say I want to TP when this market goes in my favor by 200%. I can just go ahead and just type in 200% right here, right? Then the option for stop loss, I'll just say 50%. If the market goes against me by minus 50%, I want to exit. So what you want to see right here is that if the market goes up to 0.036, we are going to make 200%, which is the same thing the exchange is saying here, and then we'll be making about $3.6. And then if the market goes to 0.041, it's going to be minus 50%, and then we're going to lose this amount that they have highlighted here, right? So once you're okay with that, you just go ahead and click on the confirm option, and we can now go ahead and open a short trade. Remember, we are shorting this market, so I just go ahead and click on the open short option. If it is long trade, you just click on open long option. So I click on open short, and it gives us all of this. So we'll get liquidated if this market gets to 0.043. That means if we didn't put stop loss, which we have already done, if this market gets to this level, it will get us liquidated. So once you are comfortable with the trade, click on confirm, and guys, we are in that trade already. So if I scroll down right here, okay, on the position option, you will see that our trade is running. This is what you see right here, guys. So okay, I equally have a trade that is already going. All right, so I have Dogecoin that is running and I'm up by 140% already. I didn't even know that a trade was running here already. Okay, so you can see this one we just entered, that it is already in profit. So right here you will see your return on investment in percentage, and right here you will see the equivalent in dollar. So this is what you get, and this is the percentage that is giving you. Okay, so right here you can see the token we just entered. We entered a short trade using cross margin using 20x, and this is the unrealized profit right now, profit and losses actually. If it is red, it means you are losing. If it is green, it means you are in profit. Okay, so this is the amount we bought. This is our margin, right, which is that $1.8. This is our average entry price, and then this is the current price. So this is our TP and SL. Now if I want to, you can see down here, if I didn't set this TP and SL, after the trade has triggered, I equally have the option to set TP and SL right here. Now if I want to close part of this trade, okay, if I want to close part of this trade, I can go ahead and click on the close option, and I have the option to close right here. You can see I can close 50% of that or close the entire trade, and then I'll go ahead and click on close as well. Then if I want to reverse this trade, I can click on the option that says reverse, or I can use market close to close the trade. Now on my Dogecoin, you can see my TP and SL level. So once it gets there, automatically the trade will close on its own, right? So okay, so I think we are out of that trade already. Yeah, the trade, you can see that this coin is back to 0.041, so it has hit our stop loss. Now how do we know that it has hit our stop loss? The next thing I need to do is to go and click on this option right here. Now once I click on that icon, it brings me to this page. Now once it brings you to this page, you can see different options right here. So click on the position history option. So if we click on position history option, you can see right here that this is that trade we entered and it already hit our stop loss. So that is how we got out of that trade, and you can see the amount of money we lost in that trade right here. Why is that? Because we use a 20x leverage. That is why we're able to get out of that market very early, right? The same thing would have happened if you have entered a long trade. You would have been in profit and all of that. Remember why I was talking, this thing was like 20% and then immediately started reversing, right? So if I go ahead and reduce the leverage, I still feel that this market will still short. Okay, so I can do like a 5x leverage on this, for instance. Just bring this to 5x and then click on confirm, and I'll still enter with market order. This time around, I will use the whole of the capital right here. Okay, and do market order, do a short trade, confirm that. This time around, I didn't set TP, I didn't set SL, so I just entered the trade, and we are in that trade already, right? So you can see right here, we are in the trade already. Now you don't see any option here because once the market start moving, you will see all those activities. So if I want to set TP and SL, I just go ahead and click on this option, and here I can set TP to, let's do 300%, and then for SL, what should we do? We can do 100%, but let me leave the SL open for now. Let's see what happens with this. Okay, so Dogecoin is still going very well, so I'll just allow that to run. And that's basically how you take trades on the Weex exchange. That's everything you need to know on how to take trades on the Weex exchange. Please let me know if this is clear. Let me know in the comment section if there's anything you don't understand, or if there's anything you want me to make a video on. Just let me know in the comment section. But if you have gained value from the video, give it a thumbs up, share this video with others, and that is it for this video, guys. I like what Dogecoin is doing right here. So 147%, that's huge. Okay, so just imagine that you entered this trade with a big amount of money, like $100 your margin, or you use $200 your margin and all of that, right? If you do a good analysis and you have the capital to trade, then definitely take advantage of this. All right, so go claim your free $5 on Weex, which is the same thing I'm using, right? The $5 that I claim is what I'm using to trade on the Weex platform. So I want to exhaust that $5 before I actually, do a fresh deposit into this and start using the platform, right? So I want to see if I can grow the $5 to a reasonable amount of money, or I will lose the money, then I will not deposit money to start using it. So what I do is enter trade with $1, $2, $3. I'm not entering with the whole of the $5. But if you're a good scalper, why not take advantage of that? Just imagine that I enter that trade I put all that money on Doge, right? It means that I would have been up by over $7 in this trade. So that is it for this video, guys. If you have gained value from it, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, follow for more, and join us on Telegram to take advantage of all that we share there. The link will be on my bio in the video description, or you can just type Trading Master on Telegram and join us. So go claim your $5 and start trading with it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.